So all you need to do is ask yourself, why does the Illuminati add fluoride to our water? I mean, think about it. Do you really think that these satanic devils really care about our teeth? So like I said, the Dutch House of Orange are the ones who actually discovered New York City, which is exactly why Gotham City is Gothic from the Goths, the Germanic pagan tribes, and thus you will find that Gotham City has the color of orange. So this is why when you watch The Dark Knight Rises in Gotham City, aka New York City, you will find they wear the color of orange. And you'll notice the 86 because 86th means to be kicked out or killed off. And it could be just a coincidence, but notice the jersey of 12. And of course, the Dark Knight Rises massacre had 12 victims. Kind of like the other Colorado Red Bloody Massacre or Mass Sacrifice of Columbine, where 12 students were killed. And of course, the Columbine massacre sparked debate over the gun control laws, exactly like the Colorado Aurora shooting did with Obama and the United Nations gun control. And these hypocrites make me sick. They don't want the populace or the people to have guns because they want to take over the world, which is ironic because they produce more guns than any populace has ever had. They produce them by the billions. And it's funny because these hypocrites kill more people in wars and bloodshed than any of and all of the massacres that have ever been created and done by any terrorists or any psychopathic killers in the history of mankind. Anyway, back to Gotham, or the Gothic House of Orange. And by the way, if you think this color is actually yellow, you're sadly mistaken. You see, look right here in Photoshop, you'll notice the color spectrum is that of the color of orange, not the color of yellow. And notice the R, or the satanic hidden 666. So you'll notice that Gotham City Police have the color of orange from the House of Orange. So that's why when you watch The Dark Knight Rises in Gotham or New Amsterdam, New York City, you'll see constantly the color of orange. So perhaps now you will understand why Batman is related to the color of orange. And that's why in The Dark Knight Rises, Bruce Wayne is wearing the color of orange. And of course, he wears the ultraviolet purple tie. And by the way, why do you think his name is Bruce Wayne? A dark night of Batman rises when the moon comes out. Because, of course, a bat rises when the moon rises. When the moon is in decline or dying, right before the black moon of death, it is known as the waning moon. Wayne, Bruce Wayne. And Bruce comes from the Scottish House of Bruce of Yorkshire, who was a knight. So this is why you find Senator McCain dressed in the color of orange, because he is a descendant from the House of Bruce. I mean, why do you think Senator Clinton, who is the Senator of New York, is often found in the color of orange? And of course, she chose the color orange when she was speaking against McCain in none other than Denver, Colorado.
I'm here tonight.
Liar.
As a
You're a
proud
liar.
mother.
You're a jester.
As
You're a
proud
clown.
Democrat.
You're a joker. The two-faced liar.
As a proud senator from New York. A proud American.
Liar, 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 liar. You're a
The
liar.
time is now.
You're a jester.
To unite as a single party with a single purpose.
Have you ever noticed that the color of orange is the color of a warning, the color of danger, the color of a hazard? Which is the exact reason that your hazard lights or turning signals are the color of orange. Which is why the orange light, not the yellow light, is the warning light of upcoming danger. And you'll notice that the color of orange represents Halloween, the night of evilness, the night of the living dead, the Celtic New Year's Eve. So perhaps now you will understand why they have the Batman version called the Halloween Dark Knight Rises Batman figure. So you see, the pagan, Germanic, Norse, Gothic, Celtic New Year is Samhain or Samhain, Halloween, the night of the living dead, which is why they dress up as the living dead and why they wear the masks. Remember earlier I told you about the masks, like the masks worn by the killer in orange, and why Bane is wearing the mask. You see, this is why they dress up at Batman like it's Halloween time. And this is exactly why, because the goth is the gothic dress of Halloween, their celebration of the annual year. And you see, this is exactly why you'll find that goths are related to the mask, especially the gas mask. And think about it, who uses gas? Who uses and lays off gas bombs? Do the public? I'm 44 years old and I've never seen nor held a canister of gas in my life. But the police are the ones who use gas, not civilians. And you know what's funny is that these pagan goths that wear the gas mask to be cool and fit in and have the gothic look, it's funny because they don't even really understand the essence of the symbolism of the gas mask and what it really represents. I mean, why do you think they wear the gas mask? I mean, there's a huge craze with this new cyber gothic look and the gas mask. But what's funny is I guarantee you that almost none of them even know or even understand why they're wearing the gas mask at all. And yes, the mask does represent evilness, which is why you'll find villains or the evil ones wearing the mask. So not only does the mask represent evilness, it also represents a rebellious one or a psycho one. It's a symbol of being crazy and psycho, which subconsciously makes us all think that James Holmes is a rebellious psycho. And the gas mask is also a symbol of the new era of the apocalyptic age. An era where the youth must grow up to be raised in a chemical, poisonous world. A world full of toxins. A world of pollution. But actually, the gas mask is a hidden, symbolic representation of esoteric wisdom, esoteric wisdom of the gas, the sacred smoke of chaos. You see, the Dutch G is the Greek KH, thus the chaos, the element of spirits or water. It's a symbol of vapor, like the swirling chaos of smoke, which is a symbolic transformation of the elements or the spirit, which is like the swirling chaos of water, which is also like the swirling chaos of alcohol, which is known as spirits, that you put into a glass. You see, because glass is like a gas, because you can see through it, just like the vapors or fumes of gas. And I'm sure you know that alcohol gives off volatile fumes. And of course, alcohol is a drug, thus transformation. Because when you take alcohol, it's like you're going to another world. It's the netherworld. So when you get drunk, you're kind of out of body. And of course, when you drink too much, you can literally die and go to the other world. So now you see why alcohol is related to spirits, and thus the reason that a spirit or a ghost is like a misty vapor or a fume or a gas. You can see through it. It's a spirit of the other world. So you're entering into another dimension, into another world, or the netherworld, the underworld, afterlife, the spirit world of death and chaos. Like the chaos of the Netherlands, the netherworld, and of course the new netherworld, New York, which is exactly why New York is full of crazy psychos, full of goths. Which is why New York is known as the capital of crazy people, the capital of the netherworld, the capital of the gothic netherworld. Because New York is the new Amsterdam, the new netherworld, the new Netherlands, which is exactly why Manhattan is Mana Hata, or the Mad Hatter, the crazy one, the crazy people. The Mana Hata, or the Mad Hatter, the one with the crazy hat, thus the drugs of the Amanita muscaria. And before you write to me and tell me Truthiracy, you have no references, your etymology is all wrong. Manhattan means the land of many hills. Well, here's New York City. Do you see any hills? And I just laugh when I hear the Illuminati excuse when they say the Mad Hatter is a crazy psycho because the people that used to make hats used the chemicals that made them go crazy. And that could be partly true, but the truth is much deeper than that. You see, the land of many hills means the lumps on your head. Thus, when you drop a baby or whatever, when you got lumps on your head, you're going crazy. Remember the Mad Hatter Tea Party, where they ask, how many lumps would you like?
Oh no, you can't leave yet. You gotta have a nice cup of tea with me. Here we are. There's nothing as sociable as a nice cup of tea. I always say. How many lumps do you want?
Oh, 3 or 4.
So let's get back to the ones with the lumps in their heads, the dumb ones, the fools, or the Manahatas, the Mad Hatters of New York, the Gothic Goths of the gas. So let me explain this. The Mad Hatter is a clown. He is a jester, a joker. This is why the clown or the fool or the joker wears the fake mask with the crazy hat and, of course, balloons. I'm sure you've heard the expression, oh, that guy was a gas. In other words, that guy was funny. He was a jokester. He was a fool. You see, the fool means folis or folly, which means the bag of wind, the bag of air, the jester, the balloon, the buffoon. And now you know why the Dutch placed the balloons for the buffoons that were sacrificed for the Queen.